Welcome back, Potters. Day 19 of backyard ceramics. Another beautiful day. I've got no shoes on. Hello, Shadow. So, let's see where we are in the shed. And I've got some clay to mix up. So that's what I'm going to do first. Alright, that was quite the workout. I got this big ball of clay. So I have more clay to mix up, but it's a little bit too wet still. But I'm going to start working on this. Because I'm making things kind of modularly, small pieces that can be then strung together in some way. I had the idea of, I used to have this wooden toy that was made out of a row of cubes that were strung together with elastic, and you could bend and pose it different ways. I don't know if you've ever seen something like that, but I'm gonna try making something like that out of clay. And if that works, then I've got some ideas for using that system of making pieces and then stringing them together to make different things. So this is just going to be kind of a test on whether this this method will work at all. Because this is the challenge of making things in that tiny kiln that then I can use to build. It's almost like if I could make Legos out of clay and then build with them, then I would open up the opportunity to make larger, more intricate pieces. I don't think Legos are going to work, so I'm going to try out this idea of making a bunch of cubes of clay and cutting a slot in either side of it so that the two slots meet up in the middle, but they don't cut the block itself apart. And then where they meet up in the middle, there will be a hole, and that's where the elastic goes. So then those blocks will be able to slide over each other in those where the elastic goes in those two slots. You know what? Rather than trying to explain it, better to just show you. So I'm going to make this. A couple videos down the line from this, you'll hopefully get to see how this works, if it works. So here we go. So I've made a dozen cubes, roughly the same size, roughly cubic. Obviously not perfect. There's a bee. What are you trying to do, little honeybee? Where'd you go? You have to rescue a honeybee. Anyway, so we'll try these out. I'm going to let these dry. Not all the way, but to just about leather hard, and then I'm going to use, I think the best way to get a smooth cut in these is to wait till they're leather hard and then use a little saw blade. That way I'm removing material rather than just squishing through it, which would deform the shape of the cubes. So I'm going to let these go to leather hard and then do the next step. These have been sitting in the sun to dry. They're about leather hard. I'm going to use this, which is just simply a broken hacksaw blade I have with some tape for the handle. The idea is I'm going to cut halfway through on one side, then turn it over, and then at a 90-degree angle cut halfway through the other side so the two cuts meet up at the middle, and then use this embroidery needle to pull some string through. Now these will be strung together with elastic so that the elastic can move through these slots, and then they'll be able to move and turn and be put in different configurations. The idea being that if this works, I want to make like a posable kind of robot action figure out of it. So we'll see how it goes. All right, finished all 12 of them. You can see I kind of pulled the string through to clean the slots on the inside. Here's the pile of dirt that came out, and I'll put that in the reclaim. I just switched to some thicker saw blades because the thin saw blade wasn't leaving enough room for the needle and the string. So that, I'm gonna let it dry and fire it and see how it works. So that's it for today. Jackie! Jack! Come here, Jack. Come here, Pop-Up. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Be well.